Hello everyone. I hope everyone who watching this video is in good health, good mood, everything is fine. In this video I just want to talk about some things that I realize from the foreigners or the expats. They live in Philippines, how they behave, I would just love to share my opinion on this. Why? Because I'm living in the Philippines and it affects me in some level, Most of the people who live in Philippines, the foreigners, are very nice people. It's extremely rare that I meet someone who's rude personally. I had mostly nice experiences with all the guys who live here from the US, from the UK, and other countries, Russians and however. But I saw some videos in the YouTube and other platforms where the foreigners are acting a little bit not according to, the culture of the country. First of all, everyone here is a guest, if you don't like the country, if you don't like something about it, you can just leave, and the story, what happened about the Vitaly guy, because of him, for example, the vlogging was affected, right? As I understood, after his videos, the Filipino government, they ban to show faces in the public. However, I see other vloggers are still filming somehow, and I do film, but mostly I film the people that I know, so they have I ask their permission, Of course, if they're kids, as I understood, you have to blur their faces. I saw one guy, he posted a post about Filipino girls, and so how they are materialistic and whatever, other bullshit. Man, first of all, you're not in your country to comment on the behavior of the girls. And this guy was very defensive. You just tell him, respect the people here, he'll just reply I don't give a shit, imagine. And man, if you do it in my country, for example, you will lose your teeth in less than 24 hours, But these people here, they're very nice, don't test their patience. The Filipinos are very nice people. They have so much positivity, when you sit with them, if you want to, and the life is hard here in Philippines, there is lots of problems, and man, you cannot come and just make fun of these people here, and because of your behavior, the other guys are affected, you cannot just say it's not your business. No, it's my business as well, because I'm a foreigner living here in the Philippines, and because of your shitty behaviors, these people, in the future, they will start to hate us as well. They will start to generalize, and especially if you're walking with a camera or something, you're a vlogger, you'll start to experience more problems. Lots of guys, they came here, they feel entitled. I don't know why. Man, first of all, even if you're from the US, UK, or my country, or whatever, Philippines, in some aspects, is way better than our countries. And this, let's say, terminologies like first world country, second, third, 14th, 17th world country, I don't think it's very applicable in these times, you can live, for example, in Makati or BGC, work online and have better quality of life than living in New York City, let's say. So don't brag a lot about your country. If you came to this country, then you need them. They don't need you. If you already came here, then you need the Filipinos. You need Philippines in general. They don't need you, Filipinos go to the US or other countries to work, okay, but they act very respectful. I never heard a Filipino who went to any country in the world and he was disrespecting people. I never experienced this. Most of the Filipinos are very hardworking people, and they integrate with the society, and they follow the rules, and they're extremely respected, in all the countries, because they are clean, they are very hardworking, they respect all the rules. But bro, you come here to the Philippines and you start to show your negativity, or say things that you don't like. For example, maybe I don't like some things in the Philippines, right? But however, I keep it for myself, okay? Because I believe if I don't like something as a visitor, it's not good to say it because I'm not in my home. If I'll become a Filipino citizen, you know, like maybe I'll say to my friends some things, you know, but even though it's not my plans, and though even if I become a Filipino still, in this society you'll always be seen as a foreigner, you know, like unfortunately it's like this. You can be very close, but you will never be from the society, you know. And even if you're very close, still like people will be very sensitive whatever you say, especially in Philippines. Filipinos, they love their country so much, you know. And when you comment on some things, even if they look nice, but maybe inside themselves they don't like it. For me, like, you know, I respect this guy so much who confronted the Vitaly guy, yeah? I wish there's more guys who will chase those type of foreigners, you know. I don't feel sorry for him, you know. Even though he's from my country, I don't feel sorry for this guy. He was extremely disrespectful to people, you know. You cannot do this. Man, if you are so tough like this, go do it in Moscow. Go do it in Moscow. Go do it in Moscow. Let's see if you're gonna be alive, you know, like in 24 hours or no. But you do it here because Filipinos are nice people and respectable and welcoming. You wanna come and do the content here and just gain views using their kindness. Man, we don't feel sorry for you. You know, even the embassy, they're like, man, we don't care. Do whatever you want. That's why I saw in the news like even the Russian and the American embassy, because this guy, I think he was half or something like, or Russian. He have 2 passports. It doesn't matter. Both of the embassies, they were like, we don't care. Like, just take this guy. Do whatever you want with him, because of course you cannot defend a guy who was like trashing people, man. Like, anyway, and the most interesting thing, that there is still people here in the Philippines, they still act entitled approximately same as him. Man, what the hell, bro? On a positive note, I've been coming to Philippines more than 7 years. And I believe that this is one of the most beautiful countries I ever saw in my life, you know. The nature maybe is the best. The nature is the best in the world here. The people are one of the most kind people I ever saw, really. Like, when I'm here in Philippines, I really love mostly everything, you know. The food is very nice. And man, what do you need for a good vacation? You need beautiful nature, nice people, you know, good food. And Philippines have it, man. Philippines have it, you know. Of course, there is some things which, for example, I prefer, like if Filipinos fix them, let's say. I mean, I can keep it to myself, but for example, the transportation, right? If for example, the costs, they can reduce it a little bit from Manila to Siargao. I hope it's not something offensive to Filipino people, or just, you know, like the cost of the flights to Siargao. It's very expensive, you know. I wanted to go to Siargao, I remember. I went, but anyway, and I was comparing the tickets Siargao to Bangkok. I think Bangkok was cheaper fly to Bangkok than to go to Siargao. Yeah, this one, transportation, you know, the transportation. Otherwise, like, I'm very, very happy here, and I'm always say to everyone, I'm very grateful that I have the opportunity and the chance to be here in the Philippines, you know, like enjoy the nature and enjoy the interaction with very kind people, you know. I mean, I was traveling around Asia most of the time, you know, like I've been all over Southeast Asia and China and Korea and Japan, and you know what I mean, like, but of course the language, English, here in the Philippines, you know, you can just sit and be friends with the locals, you know, like it's very easy to communicate, to hang out together, you know, like it's very nice. And Filipinos, once they are your friends, they're really your friends, you know. Like I can say this out of experience, and whoever say, oh, you know, they maybe they want to take advantage of money. No, I never had any Filipino friend who asked me for money. Never had any Filipino friend who told me, no. Even in my country, they ask me. Everywhere in the world, they ask you, like people, they ask you for money. You cannot say like, even some Filipinos, they told me like, you know, be very careful, like, you know, like, I had very good experiences, and these Filipinos, they supported me in many occasions, you know. And you know, like, it's maybe the only people who tell me like after 2-3 years, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, you know, like even people from my country, like they forgot. But Filipinos, like, you know, you met them like a couple of years ago and they message you all of a sudden like Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. It's very, 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 very good, you know, like I love this culture here. Oh my gosh, it was a spider. I hate spiders. Yeah, and one more thing, you know, in the Philippines, the insects, oh my gosh, you know, you have to be a little bit, you have to get used to the insects. Anyway, what to do? You're in Asia, you have to live in this nature, you know, it's part of the nature, right? I don't mind, but I have to get used to the insects, yeah. So in the next videos, I'm gonna start to do videos, of course, in English language. I decided to carry on with English language because it's easier to interact with people. I'm gonna leave Philippines for 2-3 months, and then I hope I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do videos from my country. If you're interested, you can also join and subscribe, and you know, see Moscow, for example. Yeah, I'm gonna do some vlogs there. I hope you like the video. Please, if you don't mind, please subscribe, comment, like, you know, just support me on this journey. I'll be very grateful for you. Peace. Thank you so much that you watched my video. I hope you like my video, and have a good evening.